shiny new week, which means the weekend is over. Oh well. It was a good one too. On Saturday I wound up getting out for my run and then quickly changing and heading out to the burbs to watch my nephew play ball hockey. He's only 5. It's really cute. And then his birthday party was later after ball hockey, so because he just turned 5. So spent a little bit of time eating too much hamburgers and cake because the kids, and then I wound up being the only adult that wanted to hang out with the kids, and I wound up being in the backyard playing with the kids until like it was really, really dark, and throwing balls and swinging on the swings and just having an overall good time. And at one point I ran into the house and all the parents were in there, and I said, "Oh, am I the only one who's still young at heart?" And one of them came back to me with, "You're the only one who doesn't have kids." So I guess they were enjoying me taking the kids off their hands for an evening. I had a great time. We were blowing bubbles and everything. So kind of a fun little active day, but definitely had penance the next day on Sunday because I definitely consumed way too many calories on Saturday for what you know, my personal limit. So I spent all day yesterday just fasting, just not eating anything until dinner time, and it was fine because I had lots to do, so I was busy, and it doesn't really bother me to do that once in a while, but it definitely gets my calories back in line for the week. And stepped on the scale this morning, and yeah, I'm still on track, so it works, I'm telling you. But today I got up and I got my weight training done with my kettlebells and my dumbbells, and as I was working out I thought I couldn't wait for my post-workout meal. Because I love this thing. I eat it every day after a workout, and I thought, oh, I haven't shared this with you guys yet, so maybe I'll share this with you guys. So we're going to head over into the kitchen now, and I'm going to show you what I always make up for myself and eat after I work out. And maybe it's something that you're interested in trying out too. All right, we'll see you in a minute. All right, well, for starters, some of these ingredients are things that you could put in a post-workout shake if you wanted to. You probably could put all of them in, actually. But I personally don't like to drink my calories. I don't find liquid fills me up long enough, so I'd rather eat food. So anyway, I start with some frozen raspberries, and I usually let them get a little melty before I get on with this, because when they're really frozen they're like little rocks, and they're not that great unless I let them get a little melty. So I get some frozen raspberries, stick them in a bowl, let them get a little melty, go for some 0% fat plain organic yogurt, and throw in a couple of spoonfuls, and then I just stir it up pretty good so it's all mixed. And then I get a little weird, according to some people, and put in some pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds and sesame seeds. Ignore the almonds. They just happen to be in the package. So I just get my measuring spoons out, and I put a teaspoon in of sesame seeds, and I put wait a minute, what am I doing? A half a teaspoon of sesame seeds, pardon me, and 2 teaspoons of pumpkin seeds, and 2 teaspoons of sunflower seeds. And these are raw and organic. They're not baked, they're not salted, they're not anything. They're just out of the bulk section at Capers, which is, for anybody who's in the States, it's like Whole Foods. Capers is actually owned by Whole Foods. But it's like Trader Joe's and that kind of thing. So just in the bulk section is where I find this. So this stuff lives in the fridge because seeds and nuts, the good oils in seeds and nuts, go rancid fast if you don't keep them cold. So that lives in the fridge. And then the last thing that I put on, I used to put on a certain kind of cereal to make it crunchy, but then I got freaked out by the preservatives and stuff that comes in crunchy cereals, so I stopped eating it, and I wound up getting my Capers store to bring in some Rice Bran. And the place I found out about Rice Bran, I didn't even know this stuff existed until good old Mike Geary in his articles. He was talking about Rice Bran. I thought, oh, I gotta try some of that stuff, so I actually sucked up to Capers and had them bring it in for me. They didn't have it before, at least mine didn't have it. So I just sprinkle that on top, and that's a tablespoon worth of it, and that's it. And that whole meal is probably worth between 300 and 350 calories. Oh, and this also lives in the fridge, by the way, or in the freezer. because same thing, the good nutritional properties. All right, so anyway, that's the meal. I just eat it just like that. Looks gross, I know, but I really love it. I think it tastes great. I've obviously gotten used to it over the years, eating it that way. I used to have the cereal in there that made it taste a little bit, because it was crunchy, it was a bit more like ice cream parfait. And I like it when they're still a little bit frozen, because it's more like ice cream parfait. Because I got scared of the preservatives in the packaged foods, I thought no more packaged foods in this particular meal anyway. I'm trying my best to cut them down bit by bit by bit until I'm not really going to be eating any packaged foods whatsoever, and I hardly do anymore. But once in a blue moon, there's just nothing I can replace it with in the natural foods. So things like, I'll tell you right now, like I still eat this once in a while, shredded wheat and bran. Once in a very blue moon though. That package has been open and in there probably for more than 2 months now. So that's how often I actually eat packaged food. So anyway, I think this is a great post-workout meal. It's got some carbs in it. It's got some protein in it. It fills me up at least for a couple hours. You could potentially turn that into a smoothie if you wanted to. I prefer to process my food in my stomach and not in my blender because it makes me feel full longer. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and give it a go. You might like it. I love it. So anyway, that's it for today. We'll see you soon. Take care. Great stuff.